Imagine a world without creative writing. There would be no myths and legends, no fairy tales at children's bedtime, no novels or short stories, no fan fiction or romance literature, no films or television dramas or online games, no song lyrics or memoirs. We wouldn't know ourselves because creative writing makes us who we are. Telling stories helps us understand and make sense of the world we live in.
If you love to write and read, then the major in creative writing will enable you to do just that. Creativity is powerful, but it's not magic, and it is a kind of alchemy, an alchemy of the imagination and craft, technique and practice. Creative writers invent, imagine, problem solve, inquire, and explore, with language as their main tool. It is a skill that can be learned.
Our creative writing program introduces you to poetry, flash fiction, short story, and experimental writing, as well as non-fiction writing. You'll learn to create new characters and new worlds. You'll learn to reflect critically on your writing practice and apply theories of writing to your creative practice.
You will be taught by published writers, and you also have the chance to publish your work in our creative writing magazine, The Quarry. Come and work with our professional editors and learn digital editing and publishing skills.
Expressing yourself with flair and accuracy is an important skill in life and for most professions. The major in creative writing equips you with skills that are relevant to careers in the arts, the book industry, digital publishing, communications, marketing and public relations, education, of course, government service, and pretty much wherever great communication skills are needed.
You will develop your powers of creative expression and your critical and reading and thinking skills. Our major takes a craft-based approach to the practice of creative writing. Students learn in a combination of traditional, small group writing workshops, seminars, and literary study and reading. You'll acquire a sound knowledge of key writing techniques and develop your individual voice. You'll also learn how to recognize and respond to readerships and audiences, and to understand the place of creative writing within the broader culture.
Because we encourage you to read widely from different contemporary stories and poems from around the world, and to explore your own background, our program equips you to understand different peoples and cultures. This is valuable in building effective social and professional relations with all kinds of people in our multicultural society.
Our students also get to participate in exciting literary events going on in Sydney. As sponsors of the Sydney Writers' Festival and the Emerging Writers' Festival, we offer students the chance to engage with authors and local literary events. You can even work as an intern for these events and then add event organisation to your portfolio of skills developed through Macquarie's Bachelor of Arts.
Our creative writing course helps you develop practical, transferable communications, time management, project management, and digital skills that are useful for the workplace. But more than that, you'll ignite your passion for writing and reading and develop a vivid, imaginative inner life that will enrich you for many years to come.
We live in a world saturated with stories. Every culture and society has always generated its own poetry, myths, legends, folk tales and narratives to make sense of themselves and the world. The future is no different. In fact, creative writing will become more important in future as the media platforms for stories proliferate.
In addition to more traditional publishing or performance venues such as magazines, books, theatre, film and television, there is a growing demand for well-crafted, well-told stories delivered through digital media, whether these are podcast narratives, YouTube stories, flash fiction or microfiction delivered via Twitter or Instagram, and even computer game narratives. Macquarie's creative writing program grounds your writing practices in the traditional disciplines of the past. But we're also looking forward to engage with future forms of digital and non-conventional writing.
The acclaimed American poet and novelist Sylvia Plath once wrote, "Everything in life is writable if you have the guts to do it, and imagination to improvise. The worst enemy to creativity," she says, "is self-doubt. Creative writing is often sparked by a lightning strike of the imagination, but it is also a craft that can be learned, and we're here to help you do just that. First, however, you need to open that exercise book to that blank page, turn on the computer and face that blank screen, and start writing something. A writer writes, then rewrites, revises, and rewrites again.